The story begins amidst a tense confrontation, where Hero Asuka is pouring all her rage into her enemy. She anxiously screams that if this continues, the world will be in peril. However, in stark contrast to that tension, the Demon Lord appears incredibly calm, even interrupting her with a condescending and provocative attitude, saying that enough is enough. His words confuse Asuka, but she firmly declares she won't give up, even though her face shows clear signs of fatigue. Seeing this, the Demon Lord hurriedly clarifies that wasn't his intention. He, a muscular man with an overwhelming aura, suddenly asks the small girl holding the sword if she is sick and tired of fighting yet, creating a highly contradictory situation. That unexpected question makes Asuka freeze completely. Her image seems to shrink with widened eyes and utter confusion, unable to understand why her arch-nemesis would utter such words at this moment. Seeing her bewildered reaction, the Demon Lord declares he will answer all questions. Asuka, still stunned, remarks that he is acting very strangely today. Knowing what he is about to say will be shocking, the Demon Lord hesitates slightly before revealing the truth. Standing before the backdrop of the city immersed in the night, Asuka demands to know his true identity and the fate of the Demon Lord. He dodges a direct answer but makes her more anxious when she asks if he plans to destroy the world. Although he denies it, the suspicion in the hero's heart cannot be erased. The Demon Lord, with an indifferent and smug expression, asserts that he doesn't need to lift a finger for humanity to destroy itself. He dismisses Asuka's speculations, claiming those actions sound more like a standard Demon Lord than his style, implying he wants to separate himself from those stereotypes. The dialogue continues in the darkness. Asuka acts annoyed because his last attack was too strong, complaining that she is just a high school girl. The Demon Lord, maintaining his nonchalant attitude, asks back if this is a spare my life in exchange for the world type of deal, and demands she state her intentions clearly. Suddenly, the Demon Lord, who had just appeared with authority amidst the rubble, makes a proposal that astounds everyone. He praises the hero's sharpness and declares he has only one wish, to freeload at her house. This bold proposal shocks Asuka to the point of speechlessness. Seeing her horrified expression, the Demon Lord explains that he is curious about human life and is thinking about retiring. Asuka cannot believe her ears, wondering why her sworn enemy would want to live in her house. The Demon Lord looks thoughtful as he realistically asks if she knows any other place that would accept an unregistered Demon Lord moving in. This question shows he is genuinely facing housing difficulties. He explains that he is negotiating to avoid trouble for himself. However, when he slips up and says he could hypnotize a random citizen to stay with them, Asuka immediately panics and objects vehemently, showing she cannot accept innocent people being dragged into this. Seeing Asuka's objection, the Demon Lord switches to a sales pitch tactic. He seriously offers to help with housework, not cost much in food, and suspend all Demon Lord destructive activities while freeloading. He wonders if this offer sounds like a marketing ploy. Faced with these persuasive words and the ironic situation, Asuka's face begins to flush. She feels embarrassed and confused, not knowing how to react to her enemy's sudden change. Under the night sky, the negotiation seems to have concluded. The Demon Lord teases that he won't peek under her bed, making Asuka even more embarrassed and annoyed. Finally, though reluctant, she accepts letting him follow her, marking the start of a strange cohabitation. Cutting to daily life, Asuka is sitting on her bed hugging a plushie, while the Demon Lord lies on the floor reading a book. He appears incredibly satisfied with this leisurely life, wondering if anything could be better than this, completely contrary to his terrifying image before. In the living room, the Demon Lord, kneeling humbly, expresses his desire to get along even though he lacks experience living with humans. A fluffy creature beside Asuka looks amazed at the rapid change in the Demon Lord's temperament. The Demon Lord, now in a lazy state, admits he is postponing the destruction of the world. The simple reason is that he is too strong enough to do it anytime, so he always thinks it doesn't have to be today. He even reveals an even more ridiculous reason. He won't end humanity at least until his favorite manga magazine stops publishing. He lies down reading a book, asserting that this is not the right time for the apocalypse. Asuka, still suspicious, asks if he will really stop doing evil demon lord deeds. The demon lord, looking shocked at the question, bluntly declares he would rather be an otaku than a demon lord, showing he is fed up with his old responsibilities. However, a grim warning appears, reminding that the demon lord still holds the power to destroy the world. If left unchecked, one day the moon will turn red and the world will perish, creating a terrifying contrast to his current lazy image. The demon lord wonders if those scary legends are just baseless rumors. But Asuka, as a member of the Hero clan, affirms they have passed down that legend for generations, and that's why she must quickly defeat him. Asuka angrily says she will go crazy if the world ends just because he sits around doing nothing. The demon lord is extremely surprised, innocently asking if the world really automatically ends just by him holding the title of demon lord, showing his lack of understanding about his own power. Hearing that, the demon lord suggests Asuka should be happy that he voluntarily retired. The girl blushes, hesitantly saying she put so much effort into defeating him, so him quitting on his own makes her feel both let down and confused. Afterwards, Asuka conducts a small poll, asking who never really wanted to fight disasters and only played the hero out of obligation. Both raise their hands, showing an unexpected empathy between the two archenemies. They are both trapped in roles they didn't want. In a moment of emotional outburst, Asuka screams in tears that she wants to be a normal high school girl and wants to stop being a hero. Her desperation and longing for freedom are clearly shown. Flopping onto the bed, Asuka laments being sick of swords and magic, only wanting to eat snacks and live carefree. The demon lord calmly comments, and Asuka realizes that despite their differences, both share the goal of abandoning their current roles to seek a normal life. The two begin an agreement to change their fates. Asuka asserts that if he quits being the demon lord, she can also quit being the hero. A handshake or tacit agreement takes place, marking a turning point in their relationship. Both raise their hands in enthusiastic celebration, chanting a slogan of determination to work together to live a normal life. The atmosphere becomes positive and full of hope for a fresh start. Asuka solemnly declares she will make a normal high school debut next week and forces the demon lord to clap in support. The demon lord looks at her with confusion, wondering why she is so insistent on normalcy, while Asuka daydreams about a bright high school future. However, reality is harsh. At school, Asuka is isolated in class, sitting with her head down while classmates around her whisper and gossip. The suffocating atmosphere shows her past as a hero has left unwanted social consequences. The demon lord, now also attending school, nonchalantly exposes Asuka's dark past. In middle school, she was shunned by everyone for being a hero. Asuka reacts violently, covering her face in shame and calling him a bastard for touching her sore spot. Though ashamed, Asuka tries to act tough, telling him to laugh if he wants. But the demon lord unexpectedly bows and apologizes for peeking into her past, affirming she did nothing worthy of ridicule and he won't mock her, bringing an unexpected moment of comfort. The demon lord says he has something for her, making Asuka blush shyly. But immediately after, she explodes in anger, grabbing his shirt and shaking him, blaming him, the war criminal, for all her suffering. To soothe the situation, the demon lord pulls an object from a subspace in his pocket. Asuka surprisingly rejects the offer of a dimensional space, while the demon lord takes out a large sword and says he improved it for her. The atmosphere becomes tense as the demon lord reveals that the sword is the only thing that can kill him. He explains that to coexist fairly, she needs the ability to kill him if necessary, creating a risky trust between the two. The demon lord confidently gives a thumbs up, explaining the buffs he added to the sword, including increased transformation speed and a special good luck charm if she doesn't forget items. He compares it to a horoscope, showing his detailed attention. Suddenly remembering humans need to eat, the demon lord looks at the starving Asuka. Though still shy and reluctant, Asuka accepts the sword, her stomach rumbling loudly, admitting it is hers anyway. Asuka imagines the powerful energy source the demon lord mentioned is a crystal stone. But the demon lord confidently casts a spell with grand sound effects, making her watch curiously. It turns out the energy source is a bowl of glowing ramen. Asuka doubts if it's edible, but then eats it voraciously. While eating, she feels embarrassed but cannot deny the appeal of the food. The demon lord happily asks if she wants more toppings, while Asuka, with a mouth full of noodles, happily praises it. A cheerful eating moment erases the distance between them. While eating, Asuka suddenly pauses, panic setting in as she realizes she let her guard down too much before her old enemy. She wonders if she should be this comfortable, creating a funny situation about internal conflict. Time passes and they begin living together like roommates. Both read books and relax in the room, showing gradual integration into each other's daily lives. The demon lord invites Asuka to watch a TV show, surprising her and making her realize she can really lower her guard. Later, Asuka is busy preparing for the entrance ceremony, but is still excited about watching anime, showing she is gradually finding joy in a normal life. Daily life continues with tragicomic situations. Asuka hugs a stack of game discs announcing she's going out, while the demon lord relaxes at home. These mundane moments reinforce their strange relationship. The school day arrives, and Asuka firmly stops the demon lord from coming along, calling him Hero sarcastically. She confidently walks out of the house, declaring she will go to school alone to protect her normal life. Before she leaves, the demon lord gives her a protective charm. Asuka criticizes him for acting like her mother and watching too much anime, but the demon lord expresses a desire to try going to school, showing he also yearns to experience the human world. At school, the demon lord, in the form of a male student, compliments Asuka's uniform. The girl blushes furiously, utterly confused by the unexpected compliment from her old enemy, creating a romantic comedic school scene. The demon lord discovers that Asuka has a skill that levels up whenever she is happy. He is shocked to realize this and checks his own status, implying Asuka's joy also positively affects him. Asuka is so ashamed she wants to crawl into a hole when the demon lord repeatedly calls her cute in her uniform. She hangs her head. Sulking and embarrassed, Asuka stomps away. The demon lord stands there calmly, advising her to upgrade herself, but calls her hero, making her even more annoyed because she can't escape that title. Standing on the street, Asuka suddenly hears her name. She turns around in surprise, sensing someone's presence or that something is about to happen. The scene shifts to two schoolgirls greeting each other. A girl named Eiri appears, looking slightly tired with strange stitches, signaling something abnormal is about to befall Asuka's school life. Eiri and Asuka are happy to have passed into the same high school. They promise to continue being friends, demonstrating a close friendship from middle school, even though Asuka was isolated. Asuka thanks Eiri for never mocking her in middle school. Eiri listens calmly, confirming her important role in Asuka's past. The entrance ceremony takes place in a lively atmosphere. Amidst the crowd, Asuka hears her name called. She bewilderingly looks for the caller in the noisy hall. Suddenly, Eiri utters a cold sentence. Pretending to be your friend was fun. Asuka is stunned, unable to believe her ears at this sudden betrayal from her closest friend. In a dark space, Eiri questions Asuka about the demon lord's disappearance and blames her. Asuka turns back with a face of utter shock, realizing the friendship all this time was a lie. Eiri continues to dig up rumors and Asuka's ostracization, gloatingly treating it as a joke. Asuka is extremely confused, not understanding why her friend has become so cruel. Eiri smiles gently but emotionlessly, saying she no longer cares about pretending. That smile now becomes more terrifying than ever to Asuka. Suddenly, a giant eye appears outside the gymnasium window, staring inside. Eiri declares it all ends today, signaling a horrific disaster about to descend upon the school. A monstrous entity crashes down from the ceiling, destroying everything. Asuka falls in terror as the ground crumbles beneath the monster's power. Amidst the rubble, Asuka calls Eiri's name in desperation. She sees Eiri walking away coldly amidst the chaos, screams echoing everywhere. Eiri, now revealing her insane nature, laughs aloud in midair. A monstrous entity with a sinister smile appears behind her, confirming Eiri is allied with dark forces. Asuka realizes Eiri is controlling the monster destroying the school. Other students panic and question Eiri, but she only responds with destruction. The situation becomes critical. Asuka realizes everyone is in danger and she cannot stand by and watch. Fear gradually turns into determination to act. Eiri, in a dark form, appears powerfully from a massive explosion. She demonstrates overwhelming strength, ready to destroy everything in her path. The two rush into aerial combat. Eiri mocks Asuka for wanting to fight despite promising to live normally. Asuka frantically screams for her to stop, but the battle has begun. Eiri reveals the reason for attacking the school is to destroy Asuka's normal life. Asuka is stunned, asking who Eiri really is, unable to accept the truth before her eyes. A mysterious character with an alien-like appearance appears, smiling slyly and saying that Asuka is special, so he will reveal a secret to her. This character explains that they come from a distant planet and have been hiding, waiting for the war between the hero and the demon lord to end to execute their invasion plan. A giant entity resembling a sea goddess appears, threatening that if they kill Asuka, they will take over this planet. Asuka stands before a threat of world-destroying proportions. Asuka painfully realizes she has been deceived all this time. She is furious to learn Eiri only approached her knowing she was the hero. The feeling of betrayal ignites into fighting power. The enemy mocks the fate of heroes, saying they must abandon their dreams to protect others. He gloats about the invasion, treating the sacrifices of heroes as a joke. Asuka suddenly thinks of the demon lord freeloading at her house, feeling both annoyed and relieved that he was defeated in her own way. She realizes she must protect the secret of his existence. With rising determination, Asuka vows to defeat the enemy herself to protect the demon lord. She fears that if the truth comes out, he will be killed, showing she genuinely cares about her roommate. Asuka transforms into a magical girl, bravely shielding her classmates. She declares herself the sole target and demands the enemy leave the innocent alone. The giant squid creature laughs, declaring the real invasion only begins when Asuka dies. Asuka is exhausted and bewildered, wondering why this is happening just when she wanted to rest. The enemy, with a terrifying face, declares playtime is over and will wipe out everything to take the planet. Cruelty is evident in every word. Suddenly, a giant jellyfish creature is defeated and floats in the air. The demon lord, in human form, stands atop it cheering in victory, having arrived to rescue her at the last minute. A character named PS appears, introducing himself humorously in a fake voice, breaking the tense atmosphere. The demon lord, currently in a small form or causing trouble, is reprimanded by a man. Asuka embarrassedly shouts, "Shut up," when teased, while anxiously warning the man to run away because of the danger. A hand catches the flying amulet. A familiar voice speaks up, explaining that everything is fine thanks to the item he gave her this morning. Asuka is mortified as the demon lord hugs her head. She compares his surveillance device to a child monitoring phone, while he explains it was to protect her in danger. The enemy is terrified when the perfect Earth Destroyer is defeated. The demon lord and Asuka react awkwardly but proudly to this unexpected victory. The enemy grinds his teeth in anger. Meanwhile, Asuka explains the monster calmed down when she patted it, turning her into a killer slayer, creating a funny situation. The enemy furiously questions why the demon lord is helping the hero, calling him a traitor. He cannot understand the strange relationship between these two opposing sides. A small girl explains that yesterday's enemy is today's friend. She offers to explain the reason for helping, opening a new perspective on cooperation. A young man declares eloquently that from now on, the hero's enemy is also his enemy. An alliance between old forces is established. A massive object falls onto the city, causing a huge explosion. A warning, "Don't forget that," rings out, reminding of the lurking threat. A character with braided hair plays peekaboo, revealing a bit of mystery and mischief amidst the tense setting. The mysterious entity vanishes abruptly. The characters are surprised and speculate the enemy ran out of power or fled, leaving many unanswered questions. The demon lord emerges from the shadows, holding a little girl, possibly a shrunk Asuka or another character. Asuka in the distance is in heavy shock, not understanding what is happening before her eyes. On the rooftop, the demon lord hugs Asuka and gently says, "You don't have to fight alone." These words make Asuka blush, touched by his sincere concern. The demon lord asks how Asuka is after the battle. Asuka shyly thanks him for protecting her, admitting that without him, she would have been in big trouble. The demon lord bows and apologizes for being late because he was busy watching anime. Asuka angrily scolds him, but deep down is relieved he came. Looking at the ruined school, Asuka desperately laments her normal life going up in smoke. Everyone saw her fighting, and the school is destroyed. Asuka looks at the demon lord who is upside down, possibly due to an attack or a funny situation. She frantically demands everything be redone because her high school life is considered ruined. The demon lord stands up, firmly declaring, "I will rewind time by 1 hour." Asuka looks at him in surprise, not believing her ears. He explains that 1 hour is enough to fix everything and he has done this many times. He also promises to exclude the enemy from the rewind process to prevent them from invading again. The demon lord warns that if he fails, he will explode. This calm declaration terrifies everyone. He further explains that even if he explodes into 100 pieces, he can still revive. Asuka is worried, not because he dies, but because she will be traumatized if she witnesses that scene. Asuka blushes and asks why he would risk so much for them, reminding him they were originally enemies. The question contains deep concern. The two recall their decision to live together and support each other. Asuka excitedly reconfirms the agreement, showing their bond is getting stronger. The demon lord reaches out his hand, inviting Asuka to do her best together. The city background behind represents the bright future they are aiming for. A voice, possibly the demon lord's thought, expresses gratitude to the hero for saving him from the boredom of eternal life. Asuka pensively listens or senses it. The demon lord lies down, admitting Asuka saved him from a life of only thinking up cool move names to kill time. He mocks his own past. Close-up of the demon lord's sharp eyes. He asserts an important truth, emphasizing his rare seriousness. Asuka is bewildered to hear him talk about the anime broadcast schedule. The sudden change of topic makes her unable to keep up. A split panel. One side is the glorious past confrontation, the other is the present sitting on the floor as roommates. The humorous contrast summarizes their relationship. Standing high above looking down at the city, the demon lord says he doesn't want Asuka to be depressed all the time. The sincere message shows his care. A loud noise rings out. The demon lord declares, "It's a waste to lose you just for 1 hour." Determined to execute the time rewind despite the risk, Asuka goes through a range of emotions. Surprise, annoyance, then resignation as she closes her eyes, preparing for time to change. An image of Asuka tired and sad in her uniform, reaching out as if to hold on to something before time shifts. Time rewind successful. Asuka is surprised to find herself back in her uniform and the school intact. The demon lord calmly explains he also shifted their positions. Standing on the roof, they look down at the completely restored school. Asuka is astonished, while the demon lord explains why they are up high. Asuka breathes a sigh of relief because she will make it to the entrance ceremony. The demon lord also expresses relief, perhaps for saving her normal life. Asuka is happy the demon lord didn't explode. He jokes it would be hard to explain to descendants if the archnemesis exploded for a silly reason. Close-up of Asuka blushing, hesitantly calling demon lord, seemingly wanting to say thank you but too shy. The demon lord asks if she will be home after the ceremony. Asuka agrees, then panics realizing she is about to be late for school. She runs off, turning back to wave goodbye with a flushed face. Moments of silence pass. A call of hero, and hey, Asuka echoes in the space, hinting at deeper connections. On a snowy footbridge, the demon lord asks what she wants to eat. Asuka happily shouts curry, ending a tumultuous day with a happy smile. The story restarts with introductory text and an image of walking feet, opening a new chapter. Introduction to their cohabitation. The demon lord cooks, Asuka tastes. A warm everyday scene. Image introducing the two main characters in combat gear, contrasting but now on the same side. Summary of the backstory. Two enemies choose the path of coexistence. Asuka returns home, tired after a school day, greeting, "I'm home." The demon lord welcomes her. Asuka tells him she almost transformed to fight a giant bug at school. A funny story about occupational sensitivity. Asuka anxiously asks if people noticed she is a hero. She recounts her clumsy distraction, making the demon lord chuckle. Both lament their situations. The demon lord is called a mage, while Asuka wants to be a normal schoolgirl. He suggests storing her sword in his subspace to avoid trouble. Asuka realizes that's a good idea to avoid accidental transformations. She agrees to this solution. Asuka reveals the secret about her hero family, dad and grandpa, to the demon lord. He realizes the sword is an heirloom passed down through generations. Asuka anxiously explains the importance of the sword. The demon lord calmly confirms he understands, building trust. Flashback to the fighting past. Asuka always wanted to stop but couldn't tell her family. She feels the burden of expectation. The demon lord reflects on his role. He offers to cook her a good meal and promises to keep the secret that she wants to quit being a hero, as well as her becoming a mage, a teasing remark. The demon lord goes to the market. Asuka excitedly asks to tag along. A cute scene of the housemate couple. Asuka snacks and plays with a dog on the street. They stop by a shop, enjoying peaceful moments. Suddenly, an unexpected event occurs. Both are shopping happily when they notice something wrong and rush back. An apartment building is burning fiercely. Screams ring out, signaling a disaster in progress. A child is trapped in the fire. The mother screams outside, wanting to rush in to save her child but is held back. The situation is extremely urgent. Asuka cannot stand by. She turns to the demon lord, screaming for her sword back to rush in and save people. The demon lord refuses, explaining the subspace is exhausted because the sword is too heavy and needs another hour to retrieve. Asuka is angry and panicked. The demon lord reveals he knows the hero clan's weakness is the inability to use strong magic without a sword. Asuka is shocked her secret is out, but the situation doesn't allow hesitation. The demon lord offers an alternative. He will go from above, while she takes another item. Asuka objects but is forced to accept it. Asuka reassures herself that even if weaker, she can use physical enhancement magic. She starts jumping across buildings to approach the scene. Being chased or facing difficulty, Asuka is supported by the demon lord from afar. He throws her something to help her climb. That object turns out to be a large green onion, leek. Asuka holds it with a deadpan face, not knowing whether to laugh or cry. Asuka angrily threatens to punch the demon lord for this joke. He tells her to treat it as Excallion, Excalibur plus Scallion, and reveals he cast a spell on it. No time to scold. Asuka holds the leek and a shovel, rushing into the fire to everyone's astonishment. The demon lord gives a thumbs up, signaling he has handled the outside. Asuka shouts entrusting everything to him and continues inside. The demon lord thinks of ways to extinguish the fire or support from the outside. He seriously looks for a solution while the crowd panics. The alley is too narrow. Fire trucks cannot enter. The situation becomes increasingly critical as the fire spreads. The demon lord is helpless, saying the only way is to pray for rain. But then he decides to create rain himself. He casts weather magic, while Asuka has climbed to the roof. Asuka discovers the room with the child is deep below, where the fire is fiercest. She jumps down. The sky suddenly pours heavy rain. The demon lord looks surprised or feigns surprise, while everyone cheers. The rain helps stop the fire. Asuka uses her power to break obstacles, creating an escape route. She is determined to save the baby. She finds the boy terrified hugging a plushie. Asuka reassures the boy and prepares to get him out. Asuka holds the child tight, urging him to leave because his mother is waiting. Both begin to escape. Fire has reached the roof, blocking the retreat. Asuka realizes she has no choice but to jump down or use drastic measures. Asuka hugs the baby tight, rushing through a window or broken wall. She tells the boy to hold on tight as they fall amidst debris. In panic while falling, Asuka screams the name, Demon Lord, calling for his help. The Demon Lord appears just in time, using his cape to catch both of them. A spectacular rescue at breakneck speed. He asks if Asuka is okay amidst the smoke and dust. Asuka is still dazed after the landing. The Demon Lord gives a thumbs up. Asuka, though tattered, happily gives a thumbs up back saying, "Nice catch," celebrating their smooth coordination. The child and the dog named Linden cry thanking them. The Demon Lord is annoyed by the cheesy name but still reassures them. Asuka is also teary-eyed with emotion. The mother hugs her child in tears. The touching reunion scene warms everyone's hearts. The rescued group looks around bewildered, realizing their benefactors have disappeared. They silently thank the Unsung Heroes. The fire area is cordoned off. A quiet alley contrasts with the previous noise, where Asuka and the Demon Lord are retreating. The Demon Lord announces he can now take out the sword. Asuka is surprised, but then the Demon Lord reveals he will turn it into a keychain so she can carry it easily. Asuka vehemently objects to him arbitrarily modifying the family heirloom. She is panicked by this crazy idea. The Demon Lord offers 3 keychain options: a cool dragon shape, a soft ribbon shape, and a simple shape. He asks which one she likes. Asuka chooses the dragon shape, happy like a child. The Demon Lord looks at her skeptically, not expecting the hero's taste to be so childish. While the crowd discusses the mysterious disappearance of the hero, Asuka is engrossed in admiring her new dragon keychain. They walk home, discussing that leaving quietly was best. Asuka wonders if she should have said goodbye. Asuka happily hangs the keychain on her bag, while the Demon Lord maintains his calm demeanor. Her carefree nature makes the atmosphere light. Asuka struggles to attach the keychain, then smiles, reassuring the Demon Lord that everyone is safe in the end, which is what matters most. Asuka is proud of her actions. Even though the Demon Lord reminds her no one will know she is the hero, she accepts that as long as people are saved. Asuka shows off the bag with the keychain, shrunk sword, and plushie, asking for the Demon Lord's opinion with a radiant smile. The Demon Lord looks at her, nodding in confirmation, not bad. With a rare gentle look, Asuka excitedly thanks him. The Demon Lord praises her, "Very cool, hero." On the way back, Asuka demands grilled leeks for dinner, probably because of the leak earlier. The Demon Lord agrees. The Demon Lord further reveals he installed Bluetooth in the sword keychain. Asuka is shocked. Round 2. Bluetooth. Chaotic yet peaceful living scenes. Checking laptops, brushing teeth, running around noisily. Finally, the scene of Asuka coming home and being welcomed. Suddenly, the door bursts open. 2 men rush in looking worried, calling Asuka's name. It's Asuka's dad, Eiri, and grandpa, Myojo. Her dad is furious seeing the Demon Lord, while grandpa is calmer. Asuka's dad shouts at the Demon Lord, but he calmly asks if the girl wants hot or cold tea, ignoring the angry father. Asuka pushes her dad away, asserting she is grown up and doesn't want to be coddled like a child. Her dad is deeply hurt. The Demon Lord and Asuka's dad, former enemies, have a brief exchange. The Demon Lord gives advice on parenting, making the dad even more annoyed. Grandpa warns the Demon Lord not to touch his granddaughter. The Demon Lord swears on his honor, but the air is still filled with the smell of gunpowder. Asuka gets angry, screaming, threatening to kill the Demon Lord or her dad for making noise. The Demon Lord fearfully lies flat on the ground apologizing. Asuka frantically asks everyone to sit down in the living room. She regrets not introducing them remotely to avoid this chaotic scene. Asuka stands on the bed, ordering the 3 men, dad, grandpa, Demon Lord, who are kneeling to listen to her. She takes control of the situation. Dad and Grandpa question Asuka why she has been distant lately, suspecting the Demon Lord. They are sad she doesn't call them by affectionate nicknames anymore. Asuka blushes, awkwardly denying it profusely, not daring to admit the real reason. The Demon Lord steps up to take the blame to bail Asuka out, making her both annoyed and appreciative. Another horned character secretly watches. Asuka snaps her fingers, ordering everyone into the living room for a serious talk. The Demon Lord uses teleportation to put Asuka's dad on the sofa and even manages to make tea for him, shocking the dad with his service speed. The Demon Lord explains the decision to live together peacefully. Asuka's dad is surprised by his tea-making skills, starting to view him differently. The Demon Lord talks about doing housework, cooking, and being a support for Asuka. Her dad can't believe his ears. The Demon Lord boasts about renovating the electricity, water, gas, and Wi-Fi systems in the house into perpetual energy. Asuka's dad is stunned by this convenience. The debate about genetics and everyone's calmness in this bizarre situation. The house is large enough for the whole family. Asuka's dad complains about the Demon Lord crawling into the house while he was away. Asuka reveals the Hero clan is researching how to defeat the Demon Lord. He confidently smirks, not worried at all. Asuka's dad and grandpa ask the Demon Lord directly how to defeat him, based on an ancient legend. The dialogue becomes serious. The Demon Lord faces a life-or-death question. The Demon Lord is surprised, then nonchalantly answers, "Sorry, I have absolutely no idea." The answer leaves the hero side dumbfounded. The Demon Lord acts annoyed at being asked such questions, but is also curious to know the results of their research. He expresses respect for the Hero clan's efforts, whatever the outcome. To break the tension, the Demon Lord takes out a strawberry shortcake from the subspace. Asuka's dad is angry he dares to use the weapon storage space to hold cake. Asuka casually eats the cake deliciously, ignoring her dad's objection. She is asked to explain everything. Asuka's dad scolds her not to make a cute face to escape guilt, but Asuka keeps eating and acting adorable. Asuka invites her dad to eat together. The dad melts before his daughter's cuteness and thanks her. Asuka's dad is extremely confused, realizing he is starting to feel everything is fine. He fears he is losing his mind due to this manipulation or cuteness. The Demon Lord offers to heal Asuka's dad, seeing he is pale. The dad screams not to do things that make him like him even more. Flashback to the past. Grandpa tells Dad Eiri that if this ends the war, then what is the problem? A tacit acceptance. Present. The Demon Lord holds Asuka tight, signaling her to be quiet. He has his own plan. Asuka's dad worries about his daughter. The Demon Lord suggests showing them the modified hero sword. Asuka panics and refuses because it is currently a keychain. He agrees that they would be furious if they knew. Asuka fears that if the truth is revealed, the Demon Lord will be killed. She reminds him of the gravity of the situation. The Demon Lord promises to prove that the war has ended. He assures Eiri and Myojo that everything is over. His sincerity silences the two men. Asuka reassures her dad and grandpa that she is fine and very happy. Her smile is the most convincing proof. Asuka's dad prepares to leave, declaring he will continue looking for a way to defeat the Demon Lord, like a face-saving promise. But deep down he is relieved. Asuka calls out after them. The Demon Lord threatens to teleport them back if they don't leave, creating a noisy farewell. Asuka excitedly invites friends to try the Demon Lord's food. Her dad waves goodbye, accepting his daughter's new life. Bonus/scene switch. A small dialogue between chibi characters about thanking and calling each other Demon Lord, hinting at their closeness. At the airport, Asuka's dad and grandpa discuss going to ruins to find information, continuing their mission but with a different mindset. They ask each other if they are worried. Asuka's dad admits he should trust his daughter, but still can't help wondering. Grandpa contemplates a promise to a woman, possibly Asuka's mother or grandmother, deciding to place his faith in his granddaughter. Flashback to Asuka's pinky promise when she was little. Dad will always be with you. He realizes time flies too fast. Grandpa expresses his fanatical love for his granddaughter, swearing to keep the promise even if he dies. Asuka's dad criticizes him for being cheesy. The father and son argue about who loves Asuka more and who is cringier. A humorous family battle. They recall the time arriving at Asuka's house and realize they shouldn't argue about that. Asuka and the Demon Lord sit playing games on their phones. They are playing the same game, showing harmony in their hobbies. Dad and Grandpa look up at the vast station ceiling, reflecting on the wide world and the changes. They realize Asuka and the Demon Lord are getting along very well. Though unspoken, they have accepted this relationship. Ending. Asuka's dad is jealous because he wasn't invited to play the game, while Grandpa brags about receiving a friend request from Asuka. The Demon Lord advises her to accept. Their normal, happy, and strange life continues.